Hello there guys, today I feature the Imperiale 400 from Benelli and I tell you every detail that you need to know. This is just a walk around preview of the sensational launch from Benelli, which I think is going to be a blockbuster and a game changer in this segment and in this price range. So without further ado, let's not waste any more time. Let's dive straight into this walk around feature. Hello there guys, welcome to Dinos Vault, and boy, this is a time of jubilation for Benelli fanboys and the entire Benelli brigade, because they have come up with a blockbuster product in my opinion. This is indeed a blockbuster in every which way you can think of it. So first, this is the Imperiale 400 from Benelli, and it's been launched at an unbelievable price of just 1.69 lakhs ex showroom for the silver color variant that you can see here, and 1.79 lakhs for the red and the black color variants. The only difference between the two is that the paint scheme is of richer quality and more premium quality. That's what they say. Everything else, the entire equipment, the power, the torque, everything else remains the same. So for 1.69 lakhs ex showroom, you get a fabulous deal, a blast of a deal. So now let's start with the design. Now what I really like about the design is the overall fit and finish and the build quality with which this motorcycle has been made. Even the silver color looks very well put together, nice and neat. The retro classic theme is clearly evident throughout. The spoke wheels look majestic and royal. You have huge 19-inch wheel up front and 18-inch wheel at the back. You get a 130 section wider rear tire, but you need to understand that these are indeed tube tires and not tubeless tires. Another thing to note is that these are TVS tires, so that is one thing you need to keep in mind. Next, looking at the front fascia, a classic round headlamp looks absolutely, old school, but that's what gives the retro classic touch. And you have 41 mm front forks, chunky front forks that are supposed to offer good front end feel and supreme ride quality. Can't wait to ride this motorcycle. You get abundance of chrome with chrome mirrors. You get aluminum levers with adjustable lever for the front brake. You don't get an adjustable clutch lever though, so I wish they would have included that as well. Moving on to the profile, as I told you, the spoke wheels look absolutely classy, and the exhaust is another thing that really caught my eye. This matte black finish really looks premium, and the satin chrome finish really underscores the premium fit and finish that they are vouching for with the Imperiale 400. And it kind of reminds me of the design silhouette of the Triumph Speedmaster. If you guys can notice closely, the split seat layout, seat is nice and spacious, adequate enough for the rider as well as the pillion. Another good thing, this adds on to the versatility factor, usability factor in all conditions, be it daily commutes or highway rides or touring. I love the way the tail lamp looks. Again, the hallmark of a good design is that it looks good from almost any angle you choose to look at it from, and that is unquestionably true in the case of the Imperiale 400. It looks absolutely rock solid. Here you have the badging, and you have the tank pad here to grip the tank with your thighs, so that's a good touch. The engine, single cylinder 374 cc fuel injected 4-valve engine, and it is air cooled. It is supposed to be a nice and torquey engine, puts out 21 PS of max power and 29 Newton meters of max torque. We get a 5-speed gearbox. The engine is all blacked out. Again, as I told you, I can't stop singing praises of how well this motorcycle has been built. This is the red color, has a nice royal kind of red or crimson red kind of paint scheme. The lighting is a little challenging here, so I can't capture the beauty of the paint finish, but yes, surely I'll be riding it and cinematic shots will follow with higher resolution and my regular mirrorless camera. But the silver looks pretty neat as it is. It looks pretty classy and pretty well done. Now again, at the back we get gas charged twin shock absorbers with preload adjustability, and this is the gear lever. We don't get a heel and toe shifter, so that's fine. It seems pretty smooth for shifting, in terms of shifting, and nice and wide handlebar. This is going to be another USP. The riding stance is going to be nice and commanding with perfectly set rider foot pegs and wide handlebar. You can tour on this all day long. It has gone through a rigorous amount of endurance testing. They have taken it to Leh Ladakh and all over the place to test it as brutally as possible for endurance and toughness and sturdiness, and this has weathered all the storms all along and has come back victorious. So this is a seriously impressive motorcycle. When you look at it, you get an idea that Benelli have worked really hard on this, and this can indeed change the fortunes for Benelli, is what I feel. Trying to focus here, but the challenging lighting conditions are making it tougher, but I just want to get this done as quickly as possible. Another USP of this motorcycle is the twin pod instrument cluster, part analog, part digital speedo console. You have the speedo, you have the RPM reading, the tachometer, and then you have the gear position indicator as well as fuel gauge. Talking about the tank capacity, we get 12 liters of tank capacity, which could have been better in my opinion. Minimum of 18 liters would have justified, because I'm sure the kind of ride quality it has on offer, the kind of comfort it has on offer, many of them will prefer touring on this, and an 18-liter tank would have done perfect justice to offer good tank range. This is how the light tail lamp lights up. It looks a lot more beautiful in person. Let's turn on the clear lens turn indicator as well. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. And another interesting touch here is the inclusion of the hazard light switch. This will really come in handy for those who love to go touring every ever so frequently. So that's pretty much it. Let me turn off the indicator. Another good thing is the saddle height, 780 mm, good for average height riders. Even the shorter riders can manage, and the way it's been laid out, I think it can hold good for people up to 6 feet tall. So it is very well thought out, very well made motorcycle in every aspect you can think of. Here you have the Benelli logo. Ground clearance is 165 mm, and which means you're pretty safe with the speed breakers and also not so pleasant terrains. And the advantage of a huge 19-inch front wheel, it can tackle obstacles on any kind of terrain and helps you overcome the obstacles with ease. You get an 18-inch rear wheel, so these larger wheels also translate into better high-speed stability. We also get a longer wheelbase. Yeah, just struggling with the focusing here. Talking about the brakes, we get a 300 mm disc up front and a 240 mm disc at the back. We do get dual channel ABS as standard, and it is not switchable, which means you cannot turn off ABS. But still, for the price that Benelli have launched this bike for, it is an absolute steal in every which way possible. It looks royal, robust and sturdy. It is the only bike that can give the likes of Royal Enfield tough competition. This was long due, and I'm sure it's here to change the game. It's built like a tank, comes equipped with equipment all around. Quality is oozing everywhere in every department, be it the build quality, the performance, the engine, the equipment, the suspension, the brakes. everything is spot on, and adding and serving as the perfect icing on the cake is the lucrative pricing at 1.69 lakhs ex showroom. Wow. So that's pretty much it. I just hope you found this video useful. I just hope I covered all the important points of the Imperiale 400. These are the two colors that are available on sale. Thanks for watching. Until next time, this is Dino saying ciao. Take care, God bless, and ride safe.